Hello. In this video, I will be showing you how to do some pretty cool things with the Chrome DevTools using Google Chrome web browser. First, we will have to open Google Chrome. So head to your programs and click on Google Chrome. Once Google Chrome is open, click F12 on your keyboard and it will open up the DevTools. Once you have your DevTools open, you can click Control, Shift, and P, and it will then open up the command palette with the web tools. On a Mac, you'll have to hit your command key instead of the control key, so it would be Command, Shift, P. Once you have opened up the command palette in the DevTools on the Google Chrome web browser, you will be able to see all of these different options of things that you can do. I'll just scroll down to show most of what is here. Here we can switch to a dark theme and a light theme, which is pretty cool. A lot of people want to always have a dark theme on their web browser, and that's how you can do it. We'll just keep scrolling to see what else is in here. You have debuggers. You could disable certain like JavaScript from running on your web browser. You could hide HTML comments. Hard reloading a page is good too sometimes when you're using JavaScript. Sometimes you'll have to hard reload a page and then it will be able to work properly. So there's lots of different little things that we can do within the command palette of the Chrome web browser web tools. And how we got here is we just opened Chrome, we hit F12, and on a Windows PC I hit Control Shift and P, and it'll open right up to here and you'll be able to see all these options. On a Mac you'll have to hit the Command Shift P. The categories of information are sources, settings, screenshot, which is cool, you can take screenshots with this, rendering, persistence, there's performance, network, navigation, mobile settings, help settings, elements, DevTools, debugger, console, appearance, drawer, panel, and that's it. But you can see here that there's a lot of settings here that we can now use. I'm going to show you now how you can switch to the dark mode. You can just open up the web tools and then open up your command palette, and then we can just quickly type in dark theme, but there's a dark theme option. So as soon as we click this now, we have the dark theme. So most of the time people will have to go online and get a download or an extension to get a dark mode, but this is an easier way to do it. And then when we want to switch back to light theme, the option's there for us. We're going to use timestamps now in the console. So once you click this, what's really cool is you can end up going and saying anything. And then once you click anything, it'll tell you what time that your computer clock is set to. So make sure your computer clock's accurate. But now you have timestamps, so if you're working on a long process or you need to see the timestamps, you can do that right there with the DevTools. You can switch docking options for your DevTools. So we can just type in dock, and then we have dock to the bottom. You can also restore the last dock position. You can undock. So we'll dock to the bottom first, and then we have it right on the bottom for us. If we go back, we can restore the position, and then lastly, we can also click undock. And now we're undocked. I like undocking and having this as a setup, and you can see your web page and you can do whatever you need to on this side as well. Another useful thing we can do is we can hide HTML comments. To remove these HTML comments, we will go back into our web palette and we will go and type in comments, and we have a hide HTML comments option. As soon as we click that, it'll work. Now as I come down here and I click, our comments were under the HTML, and now there's no comments no more at all on this document. Now all you see is just straight code too, so if there's a lot of HTML comments that you don't want to see, this is an easy way to get rid of all those comments and still be able to see the code properly. Right now in the elements page as well, we have a word wrap going on, so it's a lot easier to read the code, but you can also turn word wrap off, and we can do that by disable DOM word wrap. So we'll click on that, and now our code runs and we can't read it no more. So if there's ever something like that too, you can easily come back here and you can enable the DOM word wrap again, go back to your elements, and now you can easily see it without having to copy and paste it in a different format. This is also a pretty cool feature I just found too. We can show scroll performance bottlenecks. So we can click this, and then it's going to show us where event listeners are for the clicks. Google Chrome also has a built-in ad blocker. So one of the most sites that I go to that I see a lot of ads on is Kijiji. Whenever I'm looking at things on Kijiji, I'll always find ads. So as we load up the page, we are greeted with an advertisement right here. So if we don't want to see this advertisement on any web page, Google Chrome has a built-in ad blocker. So what I'll do is we'll go here, and we have an option to block ads on this site. So I'm going to click block ads. And now that should work, and that just opened up a page by an accident. I didn't mean to click that. And now I'm going to refresh, and on the page refresh, this ad will be gone. So let's click. Let it reload. And now as we scroll down, we're not seeing that advertisement no more. And there is no advertisements no more because Google Chrome has a built-in ad blocker that will be able to get all those ads off. Certain ads will stay on there though, like that one down below. That's built into the web page. But now as I search something, like say I want to buy a Dodge Caravan. We'll have to go back, block ads on this site. See these two ads here, and now they're gone. We can also see here that in our console it'll show you that Chrome is blocking certain advertisements, and these are where the advertisements are coming from, which is pretty cool to see. A lot of these web tools that I'm showing you, they're also built in as well to web pages. So you can also go up to this ad at the top, and then you'll be able to block ads as well. We also have mobile options in here, which is just another easy way to see things that you want to create on your web page. So we can show rulers. Now we have rulers all the way around. Show media queries. We can click on this, and now you can see where the media queries will start on this web page, which is another useful thing to see when you're creating web pages and designing your own websites. We can also use this to capture screenshots. So a lot of the times most people have to also download something else of like a program to capture a screenshot. A lot of us also have like the print screen button, so you can just use the print screen button, put it onto a Paint program, and then save it. If you need to take a screenshot and you have no other way to do it, this is a good way to do it. So there's different options here. You can capture a certain area, full size, a node, or you can just capture a screenshot. So what I'm going to do is click this, and then you can see here, as soon as I click that, it downloaded a PNG file. We're going to open it up, and there's my screenshot that I took of the web browser. So it's only going to take a screenshot of what's in your web browser. It's not going to take a screenshot of the whole desktop area. But still a very useful function to be able to use within your web browser. We can type in frames, and we have an option that will show us the frames per second with a meter. And I like this. This is pretty cool. And if I start moving the mouse around too, you can even just see like the frames moving around on this web page. It'll show GPU raster and GPU memory being used. So apparently this web page is using 5.5 megabytes. This could be a useful option. We can highlight and add frame. So once I click this, we just highlighted this ad, so it'll pop up for us, which is pretty cool. And then we can just turn that off, and it'll take that highlight right off of the ads on the web page. We can emulate CSS print media type, which is pretty cool. So if I click this, like this is a web page, like a screen, and I'll click this, and now switch to the screen as if it was just like a print. We can click do not emulate that no more, and then we'll switch back to the screen. And then now we're just emulating a screen. That's what the other option does there. If you ever want to see the most latest and up-to-date dev tools, new options and stuff, you can type in release notes, and then it'll open this page for you, and it'll tell you exactly what's new in the new DevTools updates. So I hope this video will help some of you guys be able to go through all your DevTools that you have available within your web browser. This is just for Google Chrome, but like I mean, there's so many things in here that I could keep going on and on just testing all the different things. So what I would do is, if you guys are interested, just keep searching up online, look at the release notes, see if you can do any cool stuff that you didn't know you could use before, because I always had a hard time wanting to take screenshots and was never able to, but now that's pretty cool how you can just take a screenshot with your web browser without having to download anything. And all these tools are pretty great. I'd recommend using these dev tools as much as you can. Alright, I hope everyone has a great day, and bye now.